Yeah, Nicole! Woo!
You know what? Bill O'Reilly, Pat Robertson, Glenn Beck. I admit it. I chose to be gay. Who wouldn't? Torn apart by gender roles sloppily sculpted by the tyranny of the majority, a clumsy overgeneralizing hand rolling steep canyons between society's conceptions of right, wrong, and normal. Girl, boy, and no exceptions between, even as I innately bridge those gaps at the age of 4, thinking of myself as a wife to the other mommy when we played house in preschool. When my jaw dropped as the prettiest girl in my kindergarten class walked into the room for the first time. Other first graders asked, Nicole, why do you dress like a boy? Gee, maybe I'm just dressing like myself. I chose to feel conflicted and guilty when I went shopping with Mom, and as she misinterpreted my loathing for every displayed skirt, frilly shirt, bell-bottom pant, for the negligence of a spoiled brat, my childhood's inner dichotomous conflict was painted down the aisles of Macy's, the boys section, strokes of adventurous khaki cargo pants, dark blue baseball caps, and forest green button-downs, the girls section, shades of pink, pinky, pink. I wish I could have articulated this viewpoint to my mother back then, how I love pink, but I never appreciated what it stood for. See, pink is just a color, not a shade of femininity. Why can only tough guys wear pink? Why must girly girls have to wear pink? Why can't people just choose to wear pink? The only things I ever liked about the girls section were the girls. I chose to sit and lean against my bed at 3 a.m. because what's the point in laying in bed when you won't even be sleeping? Drowning myself in the highest volume that my iPod could take me. Music through my headphones. Megaphone shields deflecting the deafening silence so I could hear the closeted truth express itself inside of me. Pounding the door of secrets to the baseline, quivering within my lost body. Screaming to me in a euphonic and cacophonous sort of melancholy wannabe lullaby. I chose to deafen myself in order to hear the silence. And that night, when my parents finally yanked me out of the closet, I chose to watch my mother leave the room and fall to the floor in shame, not sleeping that whole night, clutching the creamy orange gown I'd worn like a princess at my 18th birthday party debut. As if squeezing the dress revived the feminine part of me, I chose to have her confess that she had never seen my father cry so hard in his life, gasping, my perfect daughter, my perfect daughter. An inarticulate eulogy for the death of his perfect daughter, because it didn't matter that I was a valedictorian or a 4.0 student who didn't drink or do drugs. I chose to be punished for doing nothing wrong. I chose to lie for 18 years in order to protect my family. I chose to watch bigots strike down other LGBT queer kids in split-second condescending glances. I chose to learn from a girl through my cowardice that she cannot hear whispers of I love you when you are on opposite sides of the closet door. Apparently, I chose this. So thank you, moral experts, for taking the high road. I apologize on behalf of all of us who have ever lived in the closet for taking the easy way out. Juliet and Roxana for having me here again. It's an honor. I was gonna come anyway, so thanks for having me on the stage. This last one's called Maddy. Maddy, I know high school often teaches you who you aren't or who you should be before it helps you learn who you are. As we reword the third sentence of the intro to your college admissions essay, and I ask if this edit still says what you wanted it to say, you answer, oh no, let's go with what you wrote. I'm useless. The self-deprecating laugh that follows jingles down the afternoon hallways of your throat. like the 2:25 p.m. bell on Fridays at some public high schools, follow the wall-bouncing ringings, and in some classrooms, burrowed in the hungry inner pockets of minds age 18 and under, they constellate intersecting systems of subconscious surrender. You don't even realize what you're saying. My instinct is to fire the deeper volumes of my cocked back diaphragm, bellowing like the frustrated clang of slammed locker doors. I'm disappointed, but not in you. My anger is for those who clearly haven't been listening, so I will make up for the difference and answer you softly, upholding my smile, carefully riding the frequencies of your laugh. However, my gaze will disembark from my gentle pitch so I can look you in the eyes and get you to understand this message's destination. You are not useless, Maddy. In our tutoring session these past 45 minutes, every story, laugh, and shy, humble smile I've collected from you unfurls like a novel needing no spine, unbound, or an essay not fit for a 500-word limit. You have so much to say. I just fucking read it, and I'm hearing it as we speak, so don't you dare believe that you're useless. I know there are some tutors and teachers who will use low-income, first-generation prospective college students to describe their noble service on resumes before understanding that this doesn't describe you. It describes a systemic situation that can't remember everyone. It forgets that sometimes students look more like the war enemies in a history textbook than they look like their history teachers. It forgets the 12-year-old Chinese immigrant new to Seattle promising his high school diploma to the 14-hour minimum wage workday determination resting his sobbing mother's buckling cheekbones. How can you study or recover from the blood relation image of anorexia pinning your sister down to a hospital bed on Thanksgiving Day? Suing the second-grade teacher who molested you too does not pay for the weight of loss. December 21st, 2011. Hello, Nicole. I just wanted to let you know that I've gone into Wazoo, PLU, and UW. Thanks to you and your amazing help. Maddy, Preston, Estefania, Muda, Tatiana, Nikki, Cleo, Giroux, Zen. I know high school often teaches you who you aren't or who you should be before it helps you learn who you are. But I know you know how to prove you are not useless.